I read to you? Can I read to you from the bravest generation? He said yes. Chapter 3 from the bravest generation, Vietnam veterans. It mattered not what politicians argued. It mattered not what history would reveal. We had no expectations but to serve where duty called us. We asked for no reward except a nation's thanks. Quote from Oliver North, Lieutenant Colonel, U.S. Marine Corps. Taking the liberty to add another reason to Mr. Brokaw's list, I would like to add it was the greatest generation who raised the brave men and women who served in the war in Vietnam. The significance of this is immeasurable, but worth noting. It was largely their children who answered the call, standing up to communism to protect the philosophy of living in freedom, even for strangers on the other side of the globe. The children of the greatest generation made a tremendous difference for all of humanity. Vietnam veterans have left an indelible mark on history, not just through their service, but through their lasting contributions to humanity. In the trials of war, they mastered guerrilla warfare tactics, reshaped modern combat with the strategic use of helicopters, and carried lessons that would influence military doctrine for generations. Navy SEAL Jason Redman was giving a keynote on leading by example and the mastery of resilience, and he began his speech by asking all Vietnam veterans in the audience to stand. He proceeded to enumerate all the ways our Vietnam veterans were the epitome of both resilience and leadership. He continued by pointing out ways in which the military was stronger because of them, and our country was greater because of their fortitude and patriotism. The unconscionable homecoming they received did not break them. Instead, they turned their hardship into a mission to ensure that no future generation of warriors would be abandoned by another. They brought mental health awareness to the forefront, paving the way for post-traumatic syndrome recognition and treatment in military and civilian health care. They took on the government in a battle for justice, forcing recognition of Agent Orange exposure, ensuring that today's veterans receive the medical care and benefits they were once denied. And through it all, they remained patriots, demonstrating an extraordinary spirit of forgiveness and unwavering appreciation for their country. Their sacrifices, struggles, and perseverance have shaped a better, more just world for all who follow in their footsteps. Vietnam veterans embody a quiet, unshakable humility, one forged in sacrifice and reinforced by decades of denial and silence. Having endured a homecoming that offered neither gratitude nor recognition, many have been conditioned to deflect their praise rather than receive it. It is not that they lack pride in their service, but rather they have spent so many years fighting for others, never for themselves, that the idea of standing in the light feels foreign, even undeserved. They are the first to honor their fallen brothers, the first to step up for a fellow veteran in need, yet the last to seek recognition for their own sacrifices. Their instinct is to serve, not to be served. Making any attempt to celebrate them can be deeply emotional and, at times, even an uncomfortable experience for them. But the truth remains, they are long overdue for the honor they never sought, but so profoundly deserve. November 11, 2025 marks the end of the Department of Defense's official 50th anniversary of the Vietnam War. But our duty to honor these veterans does not end there. The unassuming heroes of this war are all around us. They're our neighbors, relatives, and retired community members. Heartbreakingly, in far too many cases, they are also the loved ones already missing from our dinner tables. For decades, they have carried their sacrifices quietly, expecting nothing in return. But now, it is our turn to step forward, to recognize, to honor, and to ensure that their stories are seen, heard, and never forgotten. A simple thank you is not enough. We must amplify their legacy, educate future generations, and give them the gratitude that was withheld for far too long. The time for silence has passed. Now is the time to shine the light they have always deserved. What'd you think of that? Something to think about, right? You have a great day, and may God bless you.
Is that going in?
Probably not.